Erik Arvesen, you talked in the press conference a couple of moments about truly moving data into decisions. What is the meaning of that?
So really what we're trying to do is look through the lens of that end customer. What is their problem? And what is the decision or the action that needs to be accomplished in order to solve their problem? So it's less about the data or less about the sensors that are creating the data and more about looking what is the actual decision that's made, and then we back up from there and find out what tools are needed to assist in that decision making.
Looking back into the history of Trimble, these are new challenges for a company like yours.
Definitely. And I've been at the company for about 15, 16 years and had a very good time in looking at, with the boots dirty in the farming fields and agriculture, and finding out what the challenges are and then backing up into the technology. So it's very much, again, looking through the lens of the customer, finding out what their challenges are, and then backing into, from a company standpoint, and finding out how can we solve that. So it is a little bit different technique, but we have proven it in our company in other locations.
You talked about all the consequences, e.g. for building, construction, the bridges, e.g. to make them longer, at the end 70 years instead of 50 years?
Yes, exactly. One of the keys is and we have entities or organizations within Trimble that concentrate on having that infrastructure be built in the first place, right? For example, a heavy civil construction focus or an industry focus within the company. But after that bridge, for example, is created and used and operated, how is it best maintained in order to, for example, in the United States, we have a lot of bridges that are coming up on the theoretical end of use. And how can we more intelligently, more effectively inspect those bridges and maintain those bridges to safely, keep safety number one, but also extend the life of the. Some examples are using UAVs or scanning devices to look for microfractures or other corrosion, for example. And again, seeing if we can increase 20% extra life out of a certain asset that's already in place.
Everybody's talking about environment, about energy, about smarter cities, solution, intelligent urbanization. What is the answer you can give by Trimble?
This is a really interesting one, and again, in this new geospatial arena, I'm every day learning more and more. The one example I bring out here is actually urban forestry. And so what urban forestry actually is cities that are maintaining their assets, their green assets, right? So their trees, and taking into account those carbon credits and increasing their carbon credits, really increasing the environment sustainability by way of not only adding more trees, but also maintaining those as the assets that they are. So this drive within Trimble of urban forestry is definitely new to me, but I think pretty cool.
When Trimble joins INTERGEO, there's always in the focus innovation. What are the innovations now or within the 10 years, or is this too long in the future?
So the one from an innovation standpoint that I'll actually use is our latest product, what we call our V10. And it's an inspection device, it's a camera system, an imaging device that actually sits with our GNSS receiver. And there's only certain times, I believe, in one's career that a product can be launched and you really have not only the customers but also our distribution channel partners throughout the world step back, look at it, and try and figure out this is amazing and we need to figure out how exactly to use it. And so with this imaging device, we've actually launched it and announced it several months before we'll do our initial shipments, so that our customer bases in the various industries that utilize geospatial tools can figure out how to best use this. So this 360-degree panoramic camera that will take a panoramic shot every time we make a position recording, so that people do not have to go back to the same location twice if they need to get more data, but really watching the customers and figure out how can I best use this tool. We have some use cases that are working, but this is the most interesting one from an innovation standpoint for me.
Thank you very much.